What's up guys, welcome to another tier list. So today we are doing a tier list on FPS games. FPS obviously meaning first person shooter. So basically it's any game that is in first person and has shooting in the game. A lot of these you might be like, is it counted as an FPS game? Yeah, as long as you shoot in the first person mode it is counted as an FPS. So first up we've got Alien Isolation. Now this is a game that I think is good, but I haven't given enough time into it. I haven't played enough of it. Definitely a game that I do want to go through at some point, but I'm just like, I think it's because I'm not that great at it. But I do think it's awesome. I think it's very good, very cool, different type of horror / FPS like kind of game, but very cool. One of the better like Alien or Predator games out there basically. There's not many that are very great. Then after that we got Killzone. What I'm going to do is actually put another tier list down below. Okay, I can't do that. Now Killzone, I think I can do this actually. Settings, add row below. These are games that I haven't played, so don't have an opinion. Haven't played, so I don't have an opinion on the Killzone games because I've never played Killzone. Because the mainly reason is because I never had, I never bought them on the PS2, and then I didn't have a PS3. PS4 one I played a bit. I thought it was decent, nothing special. I haven't completed it, so I can't count it as special. The Resistant games again are another game that I haven't actually played. Probably games that I should check out because I have heard good things about them, just haven't played it. Crisis 1 I didn't play. I am about to play through it, but I haven't played. Crisis 2 was, in my opinion, it wasn't that great, but I don't like a lot of futuristic games. I thought it was alright, but I felt near the end it got a bit boring. Crisis 3, again like Crisis 1, I will go through, just haven't played at the moment. Dying Light is, for me, I thought it was an awesome game, but it's not quite there at the best. It was missing a lot, but cool mechanics, added free running / Dead Island. Basically it was a more improved Dead Island in my opinion. Dead Island was a very good game, just it was missing a few bits. But yeah, very enjoyed that game. Time Splitters for me is up there with the best. Such a fun cooperative first person shooter. Cool characters as well, and just a really fun game to play through. Also known as one of the games that made me jump out my skin the most, and it was over something stupid. Literally there was this map on, I think it was Future Perfect, where there's these zombies that go after you and that. One of the zombies was in one of the wardrobes. I opened the wardrobe and the zombie flopped out and made me jump so much. So yeah, really cool game. One of my favourite games. I wish they were still doing games now. That's how much I enjoy them. Call of Duty Ghosts was terrible. Nothing great about it. Advanced Warfare, again, I'm gonna say it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible. Infinite Warfare, definitely terrible. Now, the original Doom is the best. It wouldn't be up there if we were doing games now, but for at the time, that was one of the best games that were out. There wasn't games like that at the time. So yeah, really, definitely up there. Doom 3, I actually haven't given a go, so I can't rate that one. The new Doom game that came out, it was pretty good. I wouldn't put it as the best because that genre is still out there, but it's kind of lost a bit of its people like a good storyline now. They don't just shoot them up. and that's what I felt like was missing from that game. CS:GO, probably the best competitive game out there. Amazing competitive like esports scene. Really fun to watch, really good to play. The only problem is I've put a lot of hours into it, so I have died off playing a bit of it, but I still go and play it every now and then. Overwatch for me is awesome, but it's just missing that little bit. Very cool game, a lot of really cool characters. I just think, unlike one thing they didn't do, whereas like League of Legends do, is all the characters have a like really interesting backstory, whereas these guys, I didn't feel like we ever had an amazing backstory for them, and just like there's stuff in the game that needs fixing in my opinion. Titanfall 2, it wasn't great. Titanfall was decent. Like I remember at the time there wasn't a lot out there like that. It was very fun. Just not my favourite game. Call of Duty 2. I played this one. It was very good. Wolfenstein 2 for me was awesome. I can't remember that one as well as the first one, the Wolfenstein New Order. For me, that was really good. Like I wasn't expecting much out of the Wolfenstein games. I watched it and I was like, okay, it's like looks similar to a Doom style of a game, but I actually really enjoyed it. The second one was good, just I remember it not being as good as the first one. The first one I played through all the way through. BioShock I'm going through right now. I think it's an awesome game. I wouldn't quite put it there as the best because I think there's a few mechanics they could improve on it. The second one was decent. Not as good as the first one. BioShock Infinite, yeah, probably would be up there with the best. It's one of the best story-based games out there, in my opinion. Half-Life 1, for me, is decent. Half-Life 2, though, is definitely, like, up there. Like, I played that just recently, and I still really enjoyed it. It was a weird game to play through, like, but yeah, really enjoyed it. Battlefield 1942 was awesome. I loved that game. Bad Company 2, for the amount of hours that I put into it, I have to put it up as, not going to say the best because the story wasn't that amazing, but it was definitely awesome. Battlefield 3 for me was decent. Call of Duty 3 was decent. Battlefield 4 was decent, not really much difference between 3 and 4. Battlefield Hardline was terrible. Cool idea, but just didn't really ever work. Battlefield 1 was decent, it was nearly there at the awesome. Battlefield 5 for me though is awesome, I really like that game. Far Cry, the original one, I would definitely put it up there. Same with Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 was like, it's got one of the most memorable enemies in a game. Far Cry Blood Dragon weren't that keen on, it wasn't that great in my opinion. Far Cry 4 was decent. There wasn't enough really different. Cool character again, another really cool enemy, just there wasn't enough different in that game. Far Cry Primal, cool idea, but it was a terrible game. It was like basically going, oh yeah, here's these Far Cry games and we've just taken out a bunch of the mechanics. Far Cry 5 wasn't great. It's still a good game. Like all these games, if you never played games before, you'd think it's amazing, but yeah, it wasn't that great. Call of Duty World War 2, decent. Like for me, I was expecting it to be one of the best, because it went back to the old Call of Duty roots, and I was expecting a lot. Far Cry New Dawn, I haven't played at all. Probably would check out, but I haven't heard that great things about it. Payday 2, awesome. I can't put it at top. It's not the best. There are a few things in it that I think it's just one of those games that takes a real long time. Destiny for me is decent. I know a lot of people will say it's probably better. Destiny 2 is better than Destiny 1, but still for me it's only decent. Quake I'm going to put as up there as the best, because personally it is up there. It's definitely one of the best games that have been released, and it was one of the first games that everyone was playing multiplayer. That's why I have to put up the best. Quake Arena, never played. I don't know what that is. This Quake I definitely haven't played either. Borderlands, the first one, definitely all the Borderlands games in my opinion are up there for the best. Really cool design, really cool guns, really cool storylines, really cool characters. Maybe I'd put the pre-sequel actually just a bit under. If you guys wondering why I'm struggling with this, it's because I'm having to use my laptop mouse and it's a bit harder. Deus Ex, cool game again. I'm going to put it decent. There's a lot of things in the Deus Ex games I'm not that keen on. Modern Warfare 2 for me has to be up there as the best. If you could talk about an FPS game and a game that most people played, guarantee Modern Warfare 2. So good. Was really fun. Invisible War, never played. Again, these Deus Ex games are decent. I think they could be good. I don't have enough value on them because I haven't played enough of them. Portal, obviously weird to say it's an FPS game because it is technically an FPS. You shoot from the portal gun. Really awesome game. I can't put it there as the best because there's not enough in that. Saying that though, Portal 2, maybe that is... No, it's an awesome still. I can't value those games to be the best games out there because they're not. But they are a very cool game. One of the most recognisable weapons, really, the portal gun. I had a lot of fun as well with a few friends, but also it's definitely a game you could lose a few friends from. Unreal Tournament now. This for me is the one multiplayer game I remember playing the most. We used to go to a place called The Big Sheep as a kid, and they would have a bit with computers in. Quite weird that we could play Unreal Tournament in it, really, because surely, with how it was, you should have been a bit older, really, to play it. But yeah, very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Same with this one. This one's up there. It had really cool customization as well, really cool characters and that. Really cool guns. Everything was good about it. These all for me were in top tier. The newer one that came out on 360 and this one, it wasn't great. Still decent but not great. Left 4 Dead was decent, mainly because I am ranking these two on the actual game. Left 4 Dead 2 is definitely better, but Left 4 Dead I played a lot more because it was new at the time. But yeah, one of the best games that came out. Really cool zombie survival game. Co-op as well. Cool. The only thing that I would say is it gets a bit repetitive unless if you have it on Steam. If you have it on Steam, you can add a lot of mods onto it, and that makes it really cool. For me, Modern Warfare 3 was awesome. Played a lot of it. I think the problem was Call of Duty for me felt a bit repetitive at the time. Duke Nukem Forever, terrible. Rainbow Six Siege for me, I think it could be up there for one of the best, but it is for me awesome. We've got a few more games left. Prey, for me, I haven't played enough of, so I'm just going to say haven't played because I basically haven't played it. Darkness, I haven't really played those games. Star Wars Battlefront, there's only one place, the best. these two games are some of my favourite childhood games. The fact that I didn't have online as well, and I played these multiplayer loads, like, is crazy. Metro, I can see these are a good game. I would definitely put maybe 2033 not up there. I really enjoyed this one. I haven't played enough for 2033, that's why it's not up there. For me, Call of Duty Black Ops one, probably my second favourite Call of Duty game. Probably played Modern Warfare 2. No, I played Black Ops the most. Modern Warfare 2 was the first game I played a lot of, because that was when I started to get online. But yeah, Bulletstorm, it was a decent idea, but they didn't pull it off enough. Super Hot for me is an awesome game. Really cool atmosphere. It's similar with Portal, like it feels like a puzzle game with a bit of shooting in. Fallout New Vegas for me is decent. Not as good as the third one in my opinion, but it's still a good game. Fallout 4 for me was decent. Fallout 76 was terrible. It probably is better now. Halo, definitely the best. If there's FPS games like anyone could name, Halo, Call of Duty, they're the two games basically. Halo 2 up there. All these Halo games for me, apart from Halo 4, are definitely awesome. No, definitely like the best. Halo Reach up there as well. Not the best storyline, but still another amazing multiplayer. And the Forge was crazy good. Halo 4 not great. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This is going to rattle a lot of people. It was awesome, not the best. A lot of people will say that's the best one, but not for me. Halo 5 was not great. Still a good game, it's just they lost it, like, not anywhere near as good. Mirror's Edge for me, awesome game, not quite, it wasn't quite there. Mirror's Edge, Catalyst, not great. They added some cool new mechanics in that game, it's just the fact they didn't pull it off that well. There wasn't much storyline either in this one, so yeah, I can't rate it any higher than what I've rated it there. Black, never played. PlanetSide 2, never played. Rising Storm, never played. Serious Sam is a decent game in my opinion, not my favourite. I just don't think it suits me. Stalker, I never play. I think I went to play, but the problem was the game I bought of that one actually was not, like, it wasn't working, so I played a bit and then it just wouldn't let me play anymore. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for me is decent, not that amazing. Was Black Ops, no, it was Black Ops 4 with the Battle Royale mode. Fear, never played really, so I can't rate these. I did play demos, but I can't rate a game on just playing a demo. Dishonored, for me, it's close to being an awesome game. There's little things that lets it down for me. Like personally, I don't like the robots and that they add into the game. But yeah, decent game. I like the stealth aspect. I like the magic and that into it, but it's not quite there. Armour 1, never played. Armour 2, for me, these games don't get enough credit. For if you wanted a game as close to the army as possible, the Armour games are definitely the ones. Insurgency, I actually played. For me, Insurgency is going to go decent. Not enough in it, but a really cool multiplayer game to play. Definitely worth picking up. I had a lot of good fun on it. The only problem was I didn't have enough people really to play it. Never played that one. Time Splitters, again, like the best FPS experience I've had for a story. So fun. Like couldn't deny how good that game was. Call of Duty Black Ops 4, again, like, I'm gonna say decent. Like, added the Battle Royale mode, which I think made this COD one of the best CODs, called the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare, because that was where the Battle Royale mode started. But there were just a few bits missing. Obviously, it had quite good zombies still. But yeah, the multiplayer, not the best. But yeah. Original Call of Duty, I think you have to put in the best, because it was one of the first shooters that actually properly had, like, everyone up. Everyone wanted to play it. Killing Floor, for me, don't worry, I'm not putting it terrible. It has to go as an awesome game. Wouldn't put it in the top of the games, but it's definitely awesome. Paladins, not really played. Duke Nukem 3D. For me, a lot of people remember Duke Nukem, but would never say it's the best, because there were a lot of games out at the time, but I would say it's probably awesome. Probably a lot of people do put in the best, but not for me. Prey, Metro, again, for me, that's going to be a decent game. Maybe could be better. Saying that, I did put Metro Exodus in there. No, I'm not going to put it any higher, because I haven't played enough of it. Fallout 3, for me, it is my favourite Fallout game. I played so much of it, and I actually got really far in it. An awesome game. I do prefer Elder Scrolls out of those games, though. It's just more my scenario to play. Never played. Perfect Dark, I didn't actually properly play. Again, didn't play. Doom 2, I haven't played, even though I played. Armour 3, it's, again, like, how can you not put Armour up there? It's got some of the best mechanics in the game. And also just the way that you can, like, go on different servers and that, it's so good. Resistance 3, never played. Team Fortress 2, now this is an interesting game, because personally, yes, for me, I am putting the best, because I think this is where they started the whole game was like Star Wars, obviously Star Wars Battlefront, and that I think it came out before, but this is where Overwatch and, like, Paladins, and other games like that came out of, because this was the first type of game to have really, like, a load of different cool classes. Really cool game, lots of customization, really cool. Battlefield 2, I remember playing a lot of this. I'm going to put awesome, though. This Battlefield, never played. Far Cry 2, not great, in my opinion. It had loads of cool mechanics, but it wasn't great. Quake 2, never played. Quake 4, never played. Borderlands 2, one of the best games I've ever played. Like, just so funny, like, characters and everything. So really cool. Killing Floor, I didn't play the first one. Call of Duty 4, for me, again, like, this was the game. I did play this a bit multiplayer. For me, one of the best Call of Duties. Amazing multiplayer. Never played these early Counter-Strikes, but if I was going to rate them, we obviously ranked that, so I'm not going to rank it again. Apex Legends, for me, is... I'm not putting it in haven't played, because if you haven't played it, I'm going to put it decent. It's not amazing for me. Borderlands 3, for me, was really good. I am going to definitely put this in the top tier. For me, Bulletstorm, I rated already. Star Wars Battlefront wasn't good. But the second one that EA released, I'm going to put it in awesome. The thing that's stopping it being any better is the whole fact that if you spend money on the game, it does help you, and the fact that the higher levels, definitely, like, you have to play this game. you can't be good at the game without playing it, basically, because all the cars give you upgrades and that, which I think's cool, but it also means that if I'm new to the game, I'm going to get killed a bunch of times, compared to the guy that's played it a bunch of times. Parade, obviously, never really played. Now, this Call of Duty Modern Warfare, for me, everything about it is good. The story was good, the multiplayer is amazing, the Battle Royale is amazing. For me, it has to go awesome. One of the most talked about games at the moment, so how can you not put a game like that up there? Warzone was so massive, like, they do have to update it, but they will, and something like Fortnite died off a little bit, but then they brought out a brand new map, and everyone went, well, we'll play it again. So yeah, I think that's what they need to do. I'm still playing it, like, not as much as I was, but I'm still playing it, and it's one of my most played games at the moment. So yeah, that's what I rank. I've put quite a lot of games at the best, in my opinion. They all value up there. Maybe you could say some of those Call of Duties that don't deserve to be up there, and maybe Halo Reach, but yeah, most of them deserve to be up there. But anyway, I hope you enjoy that video. Obviously, make sure you like this video and also subscribe down below. Trying to hit 100 subscribers as soon as possible. I'm nearly at 50, which is shocking. Didn't expect to get there this soon, basically. But yeah, obviously subscribe, like, and I will see you next time. Make sure you check out every video because it all helps, and just shout me out anywhere you want to. But thank you for everything you guys do, and I'll see you later.